Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo should be a musical. Should be a musical. Maybe a Christmas one. Sarah here. Cha, cha, cha. And I'm here to see if I can give this review thing a try again. I'm also going to answer the question, what would a gamer do? And the possibility of being in a zombie outbreak. And this 2020 South Korean movie gives one of the possible answers. I'll be looking at the movie #Alive. It's alive! It's alive! Now, I'm not going to really try to pronounce some of the names in this because I'll butcher them. But we're introduced to our main character. We're going to call him Mr. Gamer. Mr. Gamer lives with his parents and his sister. And he wakes up one day. I don't know where his sister is. He can't find his parents. So say for a note that says they've gone out, but they will be back. They left him with some money saying, hey, take your sister, go get some groceries. And instead, he decides to go log into his computer and play some games. So some kind of online game. He's saying hi to his friends and on the game, and everything's all cool until one of them says, oh my god, this can't be real. This is for real? Turn on the TV. So he goes to do just that. Well, he sees reports that something's happening. Chaos is breaking out. And he hears some commotion outside. He goes over to, I guess, the balcony, opens a window. People are running. It's complete chaos outside. And he sees some woman who's got this big old butcher-type knife thing. And she's just standing there. People are running around her. And you see this girl. Apparently, it's her daughter. So she goes to greet the daughter. The daughter's, oh, mommy, mommy. And then the daughter's like, there's this whole... and then attacks the mother and kills her and eats her. It is chaos. He hears something outside, he goes open his front door, and his neighbor barges in, tells him, oh my god, something happened to my brother, and blah, 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 stuff, and he's like, oh my god, oh my god. He tells him, you gotta leave. Well, can I use your bathroom? He goes, oh, yeah. And as he's in the bathroom, he sees a news report telling him that, hey, people are gone, some kind of infection going on, and symptoms all, violence, attacking people, bloodshot eyes, and blood, and it's a bite or scratch or something. The guy comes out and he's talking to him, and he notices this got something on his hand, and he's got a knife. Now Mr. Gamer's got a knife. He's like, hey, you got to go. Especially when he sees the guy, his neighbor's eyes start to turn blood red. He's got the blood tears come from him. He's like, oh shit. He's like, you gotta go. And the guy's like, no, please let me stay, don't throw me out. And then he realizes when he looks in the mirror, he sees his own eyes, and he's like, the neighbor's like, oh god, no, not me. And then all of a sudden he's got the black veins, and and then he looks at Mr. Gamer and tries to attack Mr. Gamer. Mr. Gamer is able to get him out. He puts the fridge, this great big fridge in front of a door, and I didn't really notice until I was looking at IMDb, but there's apparently a couple of problems with this scene. One, the distance from the front door to where the fridge was is way too long, and apparently the fridge was still getting power. Two, the door went outward, not inward, so really not doing much. I mean, someone can open the door from the outwards and just push the fridge over. But anyways, he finds himself unable to get a hold of his parents, save for a message from them saying, hey, you need to stay alive. You need to survive. Never find out about his sister, by the way. At least I don't recall. He tries to play games, go on with his, Mr. Gamer stuff, but the servers are cut off. And eventually the power and the water. He's isolated. No power. No water. Oh, by the way, you're probably hearing cars. Somebody's still able to get power to the phone, but then There's a problem with getting a signal because the area of the signal is pretty much non-existent. He watches a video of some guy who was trying to do the same thing, who was on the railing of a balcony, but he kept leaning over too much, and all of a sudden dumbass. But this guy, he's trying to survive. Then he hears a commotion one night. There's a police officer. She's running. No, 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 no. Unfortunately, the zombies get her, and then after she becomes a zombie, she remembers him. Life is hard for him. He ends up getting a voicemail, and he has to struggle to just get to hear the voicemail, and he gets to hear basically where his parents were dying. One last message before they die. He's got nothing. Pretty much no food left because one of the zombies apparently got in and caused the fridge to tip over, so all the food in there, gone. He's able to get the zombie out. He's got his dad's alcohol, and I think he drank all that all. It's fucked. So he goes to kill himself. There's a survivor. Across the way, directly across. And now these two are communicating. I don't want to give too much about the movie because the movie is actually a pretty good movie in my opinion. It's not a fast movie. It's got a slow pace because you're watching this guy has Mr. Gamer is isolated. He's got nothing. No water. No food. No electricity. His cell phone signal is pretty much non-existent. He can maybe get something, but he's got to use a drone. But because power is limited, even that's limited. And you got these creatures. He does get at one point where he finds his neighbor and he has to get back in to get away. I think I'd seen this movie before, or another movie that's pretty much exactly like it. It's also a South Korean movie, maybe. Or maybe I'm just... This is 2020. I could have swore I've seen this movie before 2020. I could be wrong. I could have seen another movie with a similar one plot with a gamer or somebody in South Korea or China or Japan or whatever being isolated during a zombie outbreak. There is an English remake of this called Alone, which I guess the guy's not really a gamer. It's kind of a loose remake. It was released the same year. I guess actually more like based on the same script. So I don't know if it's a remake or just based on the same script. The American remake, this American adaptation or whatever the script has Donald Sutherland in it. This movie is on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, check out #Alive. I do love the movies from South Korea. Host, Train to Busan. Okay, and Peninsula, as long as you don't watch it, has a Train to Busan movie. Watch it has its own thing. It's pretty good of a movie. The car scene's awesome. This movie, again, watching this guy isolated, and you can see when he starts to lose it, he's in tears. He's alone. Again, no water, no food, no electricity. Can't call for help. He is alone. And if he steps out the front door, he can end up dead. Anyways, I will put a link for the trailer in it. I'll put the link for the trailer in the description. And if you guys have Amazon, I'm not Amazon, but Netflix, check this out. I wish it was a physical release of this movie because I would actually love to own a physical release of this movie. I have a few South Korean horror movies. Would love to check it more. In fact, before I end this video, if you guys can think of any other good South Korean horror movies that maybe I should check out, let me know about them. I'll see if I can check them out. I'd be interested. But anyways, I am the Pacific Northwest Geek Echo Zero, and I will see you on the